The world is starting to wake up. When you see all the acts of evil and vandalism committed by Muslims in Europe, America, and throughout the world, it is impossible to continue to be indifferent. In this video, we will analyze the situation in the world and will give an important advice. Hello everyone, my name is Yaakov Maor, a channel of advice on faith and what to do until redemption. Before we continue, a personal request, please make sure you see the video on my channel with my little picture below and subscribe. Thank you. It is impossible to continue to be tolerant towards all the Muslim immigrants who are destroying Europe and America from within. They aim to destroy the whole world. They don't hide it either. At every demonstration, they shout that this is all they want, to destroy Europe and America, kill everyone who is not Muslim, and take over everything he has. There's no red line for these Muslim immigrants. They slaughter babies in front of their mothers' eyes, behead them, rape and kill. They even continue to abuse the bodies. After doing all these horrible crimes, you see that they call their mother and proudly tell her about what they did, and her mother praises them. This is the war of the light against darkness, a war of good against evil. And today we see everything that in the prophecies, we see it in real life. The nation of Israel becomes a light to the Gentiles. For years, the people of Israel fight against forces of evil, but most of the world was in favor of the progressive, destructive approach. In the past, the progressive approach was associated with the word progress. That means the world should move forward, developing science and technology. But recently, progress has taken a completely different meaning. And the result of this progress is the complete destruction of the democratic regimes. Progress has become the exclusive property of the extreme left. They opened the gates of the countries to immigrants without any restrictions. And the immigrants, especially from Muslims, took advantage of the opportunity and arrived in droves. From the first day that they arrived to Europe, these Muslims declared that their whole goal was to take over Europe and America. They said every day, slaughter all the non-Muslims and found a Muslim republic. Meanwhile, what are all these Muslims are doing? Mass demonstrations, looting shops, acts of vandalism, riots, crime, and everything we don't want to see. If someone even dares to say something against those lawbreakers, is immediately accused of racism and exposed to physical violence up to actual murder. Even within the state of Israel, there is strong groups of progress. They also opened the gates of Israel for Muslim immigrants. It was called the Family Reunification Law and other names. But the religious Jews who follow the laws of the Holy Torah are the ones who see the correct reality. The nation of Israel is a nation that has gone throughout thousands of years of exile and has always followed the laws of the Holy Torah. The whole world laughed at them. But now we see the fulfillment of all the prophecies, one by one, without any miss. The people of Israel return to their land. Contrary to all predictions, nobody believed 100 years ago that today the state of Israel would be that is today. But it happened. Why? Because this is what God has determined in the prophecies of the end of days. No one can prevent God from doing what he promised to the people of Israel. Only on the 7th of October, when the whole world saw the atrocities committed by Hamas, murdering and raping women and beheading babies in front of their mothers, only then did the whole world realize that we must not remain indifferent. The world understood that the people of Israel are the chosen people, the only nation that from the first moment stands firm against the forces of evil. When Israel began the war against the evil forces of Hamas, and Hezbollah and Iran and Houthis in Yemen and militias in several Arab countries. Forces of progress once again awoke and began to condemn Israel. They shamelessly made the criminals Hamas righteous, and Israel, who fights evil, they accused of war crimes and harming the innocent. Condemnations in the UN, and there are countries that boycott Israel. This gave a huge impetus to the world's Muslims, immigrants, to raise their head. That is why in Paris, in the middle of the day, you see thousands of Muslims standing in the middle of the road and praying. They don't care that you're stuck in the endless traffic. It happens also in London, Madrid, everywhere. And when they see that nothing is being done to them, they go out and loot stores, going out to do pogroms. This week, they did a pogrom for the fans of soccer team from Israel, Maccabi Tel Aviv, who came to Amsterdam. You see human savages chasing after innocent people and beating them mercilessly. Why? Because they are not Muslims. They hate anyone who is not Muslim. Europe woke up. America has woken up. You can see it in the election results. And this despite of the fact that many radical Muslims already sit in the parliaments of Europe and America. The question is, what is the next step? The answer is, learn from Israel. Learn from Israel. Israel is a light to the Gentiles, just as the prophecies foretold. Europe, wake up. America, wake up. Don't wait for those Muslims to rape your wives and slaughter your children and babies and behead them. Learn from Israel and you will know how to distinguish between light and darkness, between good and evil, between Israel and the forces of evil. באהבה גדולה ממני יעקב מאור, לשבתך כפית אדוני. אסור לנו לרוץ, לחסות על התמונה שלי בעיגול הקטן, הפיצו את השיעור, סמנו שאהבתם, תתרמו הוראת קבע לעמודה שלנו, הכסף מגיע לקודש קודשים. הפרטים בתיאור של הסרטון, כדאי לכם. ברוכים תהיו.